Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. We're back tonight with the Outer Worlds, and we are going to be momentarily heading off to find the dimethyl sulfide, I believe is the chemical we're looking for Phineas. But first, since we kind of did the persuasion and skipping a whole lot of it route for getting into, getting up near the chairman's... Oh, come on, why can't I think of the word? Oh, hey guys. Yeah, since we took the persuasion route, I wanted to come back through the maintenance tunnels and see this way.
Incoming!
Okay then.
Aw, I was hoping we could bring him home. You'd let me have a giant sprat, right, Captain? So long as I fed it?
No. Absolutely zero giant sprats. Also, I forgot which weapon that was for a moment, so I grabbed it thinking it was a regular pistol, and it was not. Okay. Another riot control helmet. New hunting rifle. Alright then, awesome.
Let's go!
There you go.
Nice one!
What do we have here? Nothing fancy. Come on.
Cleaning cycle complete.
Parcel service?
Alert!
Alright, let's see here. Light machine gun 2. I'll take that one. So, nothing really in here. Aside from, it looks like a post sorting line.
You took one down!
I mean, it was a sprat. I didn't realize it was supposed to be hard for me to kill.
Take out the trap.
Everyone alright?
They do not seem to do well against Sam's acid bath. So I'm actually really glad I brought him with me. Okay then. I love how sometimes you find sprats and they are just like the worst things in the world. And then you run across another one not too far after that that doesn't even care that you exist. All right. So we'll pop down this way. What was that? I'm guessing that was actually probably not supposed to die. More cartridges. Go ahead and finish reloading, I guess. That's the one thing I don't like is anytime I accidentally hit reload, you're committed to it at that point. You have to finish reloading before it will allow you to pick anything else up. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna kill that one. Until I kind of know what the hell is going on with those two. It's a little unusual that they've been named like that. Most of the time in a game like this, if they named the character, it's something that you don't want to kill. There's probably a quest associated to it at some point. Now, I don't know if those two will respawn. So, for now, we may just be down one if we ever find that quest. Alright, come on now. Go ahead and load PlayStation.
Oh, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something?
Yeah?
Laws,
Kinda.
I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
Possibly, but what are you doing?
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs.
Oh,
And
God.
so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
Yeah,
They
I can guess where
escaped,
this is going.
And before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
I'll go
Really?
look for them.
In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
Okay, yeah, I can handle that. Again, I can at the very least bring you bodies. I might even be able to bring 5 live ones, because I think I only killed 1. Alright. Okay, so they're not too far away. Hard little fucker to catch. Okay, that one was a lot easier. Okay, I think that's 3 out of 5. Is that right? Yeah, sorry. Up by the workbench? Okay, I think that one was still alive. Okay, so wait, there's 3 workbenches in this place? Have I already been to all 3 of them? Alright, they're all alive, or well, most of them are alive. This looks like where I first came in. I kind of want to see that other area though. And I shouldn't have gone this way to do that. Because I have a feeling I've already been there, but I just don't remember it well enough. Nope, I haven't been there. Okay, cool. The door is barred. And we'll pop back out here, turn this into the dude. Get our probably far too small reward for what we did, and move on from there. And where did he go?
Any luck finding my sprats? Truly? Why, this is marvelous!
Yeah,
Oh,
hold your judgment.
dear, it looks like some of my darlings have suffered violent misfortune. Nevertheless, it's good to have them back. Thank you
Hey,
for your
I
help.
only killed one.
I'm afraid I can't spare much, but I hope you'll accept this. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Oh, yours does that crap too? Have I been in here yet? Yeah.
Whoops, hold on there, Sam. You got some schmutz on your chassis.
Did your SAM unit get dirty on the job? Simply initiate SAM self-cleaning mode. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, nuh-uh. You keep that nozzle to your own self.
And what would you have me do?
Okay then. Acropolis District, that's the one I couldn't remember. So how many people are we gonna piss off here? So Anti-Cleo's has the energizing ointment, the anthracillin, a skin cream, boxed or bagged bread. What is it? Whole triplicane bread. I'll have to look for that one again later and see like actually what it says. Anti-Cleo just seems like they have a bunch of crap. Office clerks.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance. Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list. What?
Waste my time and I'll bury you so deep in citations you'll die of paper cuts before you crawl out.
Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming. Please, go on through, and let's forget this misunderstanding, huh?
I mean, I don't even know how to initiate complaining about you correctly, but yeah, that works.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been pounding the clerks? Gives me the shudders, too.
They're all.
Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my purpleberry lunches. I know the sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with cracker crumbs on his lips and purpleberry stains on his lab coat. Working next to him and seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. I'm just going to sit here in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act, and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid. Okay, you're a strange one. How did you two get out of that office without opening the door? Okay. So... yeah, this is the one where... I'm glad I went the other way first. Let me guess. Sealed? What did I just turn on? Oh. Okay.
a peep from me.
Alright, got the lock picked there. And I didn't really even want to pick through the lock. I just wanted to see, or I wanted the experience from it, so.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
Accounted for, so I had the techs run the trial again. And the results were 0.003% different this time.
Do the word statistically insignificant mean anything to you?
Of course, but we're obligated to explore every possibility.
We're obligated to get a working formula before Akande has us all in tanks to help test the next time.
Okay, so we're not supposed to be here. Because I don't know where to get an ID for the board. Alright, so get this guy up here. No, 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 no.
What was that? I'd better take a look.
I guess we're doing this.
Warning. Crew member requires maintenance.
Ah, dang it. Okay, what's my weight limit and what do I have? 'Cause that's gonna get old real quick.
What? Something's not right.
Man, that's awesome. A lot of these scientist guys, they just do not care. It's like, you're not supposed to be here, but I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, so I don't have the skill for that one. Wait a minute. There's one. Another mag pick anywhere? No, we're going to leave that barred for just a few more minutes. What the hell do you have going on here? And another mag pick. Lab notes. Addition of dimethyl sulfide to current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation and neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We are still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing their supply of dimethyl sulfide results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfide. We may have to make do with this batch. Invalidation of experiment results in death of human test subjects. Sudden withdrawal from is highly lethal and will result in cancellation of any in-progress experiments. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving a 73.629% dimethyl sulfide concentration in circulation. Experiment authorization, Rockwell Charles, lifetime employment program. Repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of the human subject and the loss of associated productivity. Oh. Okay. Let me run back up here now that I have the picks to do this. Damn it. So on one hand, if we actually do this, like if we take all of it, we basically condemn that entire group. Huh. Well, I'm gonna think about that one for just a second because I'm actually kind of torn on that. Nothing there, no. I think that one out of place red blip is the medical drone. How much caffeine do I have and how long before I'm addicted? Because usually with these games you get addicted to it and then you start running into issues. UDL security scooped the subjects up from various locations around Halcyon. None displayed any behavioral abnormalities or homicidal tendencies. We've tested revivifying formula number 132 on them, the one with high concentrations of adrenotime, and they began exhibiting hyperaggression. Whatever you do, do not open the cells. Well, now I gotta...
Caution!
Good lord! I may have made a mistake.
Reminder, lying in the dirt is...
Dang it! Okay. Don't go that way. Got it? Oh, man. So that was a little unexpected. I really didn't think I was just going to get my ass completely kicked in the middle of that hallway like that. And if you guys hear some like jumping around and everything in the background, it's, again, I have 2 kittens. Okay, so we're here this time. Come on now. There we go.
Great work. No. Not damage rating. I guess damage rating. Alright, so I want basically the highest damage I can get. It's going to be this one. And this one. No. There we go.
Unit is clean, mean.
Alright.
And ready to kill germs.
Oh, the board will be okay. The board is now angry. Okay, now we are going to try this again, but first I'm going to make sure all of these are loaded. Like, see, this one was not. Let's see, what does this do? Nope. I need this one.
Ready to neutralize and sanitize.
Alright. We'll do this one because we could use the extra not spread. And we'll bump another 10 on the armor rating. How much health do you have, dude?
Warning. Crew member requires maintenance.
Where did it go? Where did it go? There you are. Good lord, man. Is the board angry about that one too? Nope, seems the board didn't really give a shit about that one. You know what, if we're gonna do it, we might as well do it. Yeah, I'll take an auto mag pistol. Okay, so the ones left that are pissed at me seem like they're all in tanks. Trial 27, replicating the work Dr. Wells initially did on a revivifying formula, but his notes are basically unintelligible. That's tetraborate ethanol, not toasted dinner roll. Maybe it is toasted dinner roll. Powers that be are demanding results. I have submitted my catalog of dead sprats. Didn't realize it was possible to run out of sprats. Which genius left a new shipment of sprats in the kitchen? Still attempting to complete Wells' formula. Still going through a dozen sprats a week. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if there's ever going to be effective at reviving people from long-term hibernation. Is that dude? Is he pissed at us too? I mean, at this point, I don't really think I could blame him. So that's what he needed all those sprats for. That's actually... Okay, wrong way. It is, as bad as it may sound, it is a little reassuring to know that they're not doing this on people. Yet. I forgot to open that goddamn door. So it's all the way back around. Oh. Yeah, we might have caused a little trouble through here. Alright, so I think what we're going to do we're gonna do this. And we'll exit. It's not a complete monster. At least not in this playthrough. What the? Okay. So there was very much a non-hostile way to do it. Oh god. Yeah, they do not like me. And all I want is to not get everybody or not have to kill everybody in town, but now for the kicker. Can I get through here without them going off on me?
Entering quiet mode.
Shut up, Sam. We'll pop out the maintenance tunnels. Again, you know, if I was inside a building, I don't mind getting into a gunfight in the middle of town, but I'm going to try to avoid getting into a gunfight in the middle of town when it's actually going to bring civilians into it. Now that we have honestly cleared out most of this zone, it should be no problem at all to run through here, pop out the other end, and go from there. Guess they don't care. Or maybe it's more sprats and they can't open the door. Alright, I want to repair everything I have equipped. And what do I have for this? What does that do to the front end of it? Yeah, no. I kind of like this one. Ray, power, plasma, corrosion, shock. Yeah, we're just gonna do the barrel.
Something's not right. Guess I'm seeing things.
Alright, now I need to find a way to get through here without being seen. And the bad thing is I gotta do it without being seen, like, at all. Bet I can't fast travel here either, can I? Nope.
Issuing sanitation ticket.
Alright, go back to the ship,
Command
Sam.
accepted. Unit relocating to spec.
I've always loved that sculpture.
Alright, what do we have down here that I can get rid of? Almost. Drop that one.
It's
There
an
we go.
orrery, and you say that every.
Something's not right.
Captain, look out!
No, no, no.
Please, I don't want to die.
No one needs to die. God dang it. How many people did you kill, Bavardi? Don't. God dang it. Okay, we made it back. There has to be a way to get a board ID that I don't turn everything there hostile. If I was to guess where to do that, it's probably going to be on the Groundbreaker, and I haven't been back there in a while. Last time I was there, I was completely broke, so I couldn't buy anything like that. You have acquired book. That's, great.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
He's a robot.
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
I am a dirty, autonomous... You have a message from Adjutant
Wait a
Sophia
minute.
Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
I have?
I think you're being modest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
And more or less.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. I'm not here to talk about stolen chemicals. I'm after something far more valuable. Your cooperation. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. You are making a serious mistake.
Probably, but...
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Now, when I walked up here a second ago... Okay, I guess not. Let's head on in.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
It's hilarious to me that he basically hides out directly over Byzantium and everybody that's looking for him. You know what? I haven't taken Felix out yet, so might as well. 12th power energy field, whitening blue dispenser, very exciting. Okay. I'm actually really interested to know what this is. So, do I still have a way to do that?
Hey, boss. I've been
Dang.
thinking.
Oh, that's a scary thought, Felix. See what you
I can't
need.
believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. Makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way.
Who the hell are you even talking about?
At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony? Yeah, maybe you're right. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
No, I don't think I would.
That's what I
At least
thought.
not this time through.
Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
That reminds me, though, I do need to go back to Monarch at some point. Phineas, did you ever fix your... No, you did not. At least judging by the spark shooting on the top of it, he has not fixed his ship yet. I did not get you the full canister, so...
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. I know. I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
Okay, so what do we have?
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a system
Yeah, that's
collapse,
pretty much it.
but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Oh.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
I mean, I could do that too.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius!
Yeah?
We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes,
Alright.
yes, exactly.
That works
You're
too.
a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
And then they actually use
Understand
the
a word you said, Doc.
Hope's
All
drive
I
to
know
move
is,
it.
if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary
I mean, as long as I
power
can do is raise
using
as a
Unreliable.
percentage, then we're good.
Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems.
Not really.
The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Well, I mean, we're all stuck living here, so we might as well.
Oh, it's not you. I I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
All right then. All right, and Felix's. Damage to corporate military. Alright, now do I need to go straight to the Hope? And the reason I'm wondering is some games have a system set up where when you get a certain mission, you don't have a time limit. Like, it doesn't matter if I take 20 minutes or 2 hours. The outcome will be the same. It's like how many different things the game registers that I do in between. Like Mass Effect 2 had a really big example of it with right at the end. If once your ship or your crew was taken off your ship, if you did, I think, one mission and then went to rescue them, everything was okay. If you did more than one mission, or no, if you went immediately, everything was okay. If you did one mission, half of your crew was gone. And if you did more than one mission, all of your crew was gone.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Really? Because I don't hear shit. Why did I do that? Oh yeah. I was going to run through and actually see what all was going on across the rest of the ship.
I don't know if you watched the big finale, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. Let's just say it involved a whole mess of tossball players and the biggest Manta Queen I ever saw.
Oh gosh, I wish you'd waited for me. I wanted to see that too.
We gotta talk about this.
Didn't really look like anything terribly interesting is going on across the Unreliable, so...
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes.
The Stellar Bay pad will be the best bet for me.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. We'll be here, Captain. Or will we? Haha. Just a little.
But I figure we'll head back to Monarch now. I should be able to get an update as far as the Graham thing. I figure it's been long enough now, but I'm not 100% certain. And if not, we'll bounce out of here straight into the Hope and get that brought over to Terra 2.
Hey, you got a minute?
What's up, Felix?
I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
get
folks
it.
in the business call wordplay. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here. Thrilling tales of the unreliable. Or maybe spine-chilling stories from the edge of the system. Was also considering astounding adventures in the ether. I'm partial to that last one.
Yeah.
Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great. I can't wait. Enough to boost my pay? I'm just kidding, boss. I know you don't pay me. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me, I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
Ever the hopeful optimist, I guess. I love the fact that when I first came to Monarch, I didn't understand how to operate this thing. Oh, wrong button. Alright. No, not Bayside Terrace Ruins. Not that either. There we go. Pop over to Amber Heights, see if we've got anything new to deal with. Because I really don't figure she's going to be too willing to just let him continue. I don't know if it's a certain story progression mark or a certain amount of time after that last mission there before we can actually progress.
The infamous Amber Heights.
You never shut up, do you, Felix?
Captain, we should chat.
Yes, we should.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him. Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora. Time to save Monarch.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats. Stand down. I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain.
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the Eternal Path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Yup.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
You're dying.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Yeah,
I've
we're gonna go
spent
this route.
years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
This is the Outer Worlds, and you're not too late. I've still got a little while left to go in it.
Best there ever was.
That's how we fucking do it.
Damn. That was fast.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it? I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Alright, so... Go with
You know,
Persuade.
Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth. Spread the message from within the corporations. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance. Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Alright, now that that's taken care of. But no, this is the Outer Worlds. It's built, or it's made by Obsidian, which are the guys that actually made Fallout New Vegas. I'm actually going back up, tying up a couple of side quests that needed time to pass before I could do them. And then I've got a large colony ship to move if I have time left at the end of this mission. But a lot of fun, kind of a different type of humor than you find in most games. The only thing this one's missing for me to really enjoy it is I would love to have a third-person view. I think because a lot of the games I play, I've gotten really attached to being able to see my character as I'm moving around the world. And with this one, you just can't. There's no way to change the camera angle. At least, yeah, it looks a lot like Fallout. I don't really know the development history on this particular game as well as I would like to. I kept up with it once it was announced, I just didn't really get into how they were developing it. And I'm sure there's probably a mod for PC where you can jump into third-person mode. It's just that doesn't exist for PlayStation 4. Alright, I need the map. Cut straight through there. Where am I looking for? Okay. not seeing nearly as many enemies as I expected.
Always wanted to visit Stellar Bay. Taking the sights, the sounds, the... Wait, what's that smell?
Yeah, it's kind of a shithole, man. You always wanted to visit, but it's not nearly what you were expecting. Yeah, if you liked the older Fallout games, I can promise you, you would probably love this one. It's kind of weird. Like games like this and Skyrim, Fallout, you know, anything along those lines. The things built on this type of engine and combat system. I always liked being able to move around the world and like explore and do everything like that in third person. Once you actually jump into combat, I think first person is usually the way to go with these type of games, but could just be me as well.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back.
I tracked the wrong one. No, no.
Base.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family. Yeah, I suppose that would.
Yeah, same man. I put way more time into that game than I probably should have. I had it for Xbox 360, the one. I had the Legendary Edition and the special edition for PC. I've heavily debated buying it for the Switch again. It's just I can't bring myself to actually spend money on buying that game again when I have copies of it right now that actually work. And you know, I've already given Todd Howard like $300 for Skyrim.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise. This is very hard for me.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Sanja, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
Yeah, that was a good line. Right up until the point where I heard it like every time I would travel into a new city from the first 3 guards I came across. Let's see. I don't know how to. I want this to come out better for the Iconoclast if I can.
Though I admit I'd rather not. We've shed enough blood as it is.
Is the only choice here between fighting and starving? We've got to be practical. So forceful. You know I love your little displays.
Dude, I will
Perhaps
throw you
I'm
off of the
being
cliff.
hasty. After all, I'm rather good with numbers. I'm certain we can find a way to make this work.
Captain, this might really work.
Thank the Eternal. As poetic as murdering him in his sleep would have been, I'm glad we don't have to.
I'm confused. The look on your face does not match the words you just said.
Come on, you can't be this obtuse. Tell me Graham wasn't working alone. He couldn't have.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
What proposal, man? I think I've misplaced where that comment came in.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
Mr. Nandi says he don't know a thing. I say we take his word for it.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it. Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago, when he first left. You know, there was something
there's a bunch of
magnetic
different
about him that let
things
you
talking
ignore
about
the
what that
things
could
you didn't
possibly
want to
mean in the
see.
game.
But surely you know what
I know that was one of them for a while.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
No, get out.
Ooh, I'm sorry, but I'll need to sign a physical contact waiver first.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
I gained soft speaker. What the heck is that? Like what you were watching on when went into kind of like a sleep mode, or alright. Because I know sometimes when in this game in particular, when I jump into the menu, it can go really dark for a second. So like I said, there's been a lot of different things put out there about what that saying meant. I think it's just something kind of like, I think it was meant to be close enough to it that it could be interpreted that way, but possibly not. If you notice, Bethesda did that across a lot of their titles. They would put in little Easter eggs and things like that in different games in the dialogue that it could mean one thing, it could mean another, or it could just be some random bit of flavored text that they wanted to have. It's one thing I like about it, though. This was made by guys that did a Fallout game, and that actually, that little bit of flavor to the world and how they built everything, it carried through in this game as well.
I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too. Or the sun. Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
You know, I'm not necessarily against doing a game like that. It's just... I'm not a big fan of online games, to be completely honest. I will do this in a little bit. Felix, I'm just, especially for streaming, it's hard for me to do actual online games because my internet connection isn't really good enough to do both. Oh, I always have companions. So if I were to try and do that, I would likely run into the issue of my stream quality would absolutely tank. Just because my internet was trying to do everything else in an online game. It's one reason I play primarily single player instead of trying to do any of the more competitive stuff. I'm not a big fan of like a lot of the competitive first-person shooters anyway. They're entertaining to watch, I just don't have a lot of fun playing them. But yeah, I really don't have an internet connection capable of doing both of those at once. I could do videos in online games, but I'm not really a big fan of the, you know, record a video, sit down and edit, and try to upload it kind of method for it. I really like streaming, not recording. And it's kind of one of the reasons I've moved to Twitch from YouTube, is this is more centered on streaming. And it kind of lets me do... It lets me do what I enjoy doing and how I gain, you know, enjoyment from this, instead of just
That ought to do her, Captain.
trying to force myself to do it
Here they come.
in hopes that... Okay, what the hell? I didn't realize y'all were here already. Okay.
That's the last of them.
Alright, so the Hope seems like they've been in better shape before. Yeah, I stream because I enjoy it more. And that generally means that I'm not going to have the option of doing online gaming for the simple fact my internet connection can't support it. Okay, I kind of see how this is going to be laid out. This is going to be a long process to get through this one. Let's see what we have over here. I need more mag picks, which means I honestly need a merchant or vending machine. But I think I'm going to leave this one here. I hope everybody's enjoying Outer Worlds. It's actually a lot of fun to play. The humor is something I'm really enjoying, and I didn't think I would see another game like this for a long time. When I come back, we'll be going into the Hope, trying to basically catapult this thing across the system, and hope we can hit an area about the size, roughly the size of a dime in comparison. But I will be back Sunday night, Monday morning, whichever it is for you, 2 a.m. Central Time, with more Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And I look forward to seeing everybody next time. Until then, guys, as always, have a wonderful night.